Creative lessons with document cameras. Compare and contrast.
Come check out these great new ways of using QOMO document cameras to incorporate into your lesson. I'm going to show you one way of how to incorporate the lesson of comparing and contrasting using your QOMO doc cam. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my compare and contrast sheet and I'm going to orient to the audience here or my classroom what the title is for the day. So I put it up at the top there, hit my title button, and it freezes it. So now I can move on and have on the blank piece of paper to write on. So that's our first dollar bill up there, and we're going to compare the US one to this one. So I'm going to hit my unfreeze button. Now we're on to the second topic, which is a florent from the country of Hungary. Everyone can see this is completely different. You can notice the coloring is different, but there's also similarities. You have a human figure. Another thing that you can do, you can use a nice feature from QOMO, which is called the split. So I'm going to do here is choose this note from China to be on my left side. I split the image. Now it's frozen, so my left side's frozen. And I'm going to bring in here a bill note from Brazil. So right off the bat, you can see that there's two similarities here. One is that they're both red, I have shades of red. Another is that there's a human figure, but a huge contrast is the height. You can see you have about a ½ inch here, the difference of the two notes. Another thing I'm going to talk about is texture. Texture of a US note is actually made up of 75% cotton and 25% linen. So this paper is, completely different feel to it than you may have as suppose, let's say, a note from Australia. This is actually synthetic plastic. It has a clear lip on there. I'm going to switch over, and now you can see that that plastic is completely illuminated. Now I'm going to switch my lamps back over to overhead and show you one last tool of how you can incorporate the idea of compare and contrast, and that's using a Venn diagram. So I've already printed out a Venn diagram here, get that all lined up, and I'm going to have my students maybe break out into groups, but before that I'm going to help them give them ideas. So we're going to have here US currency and international currency. So I can have them work on this at their own desk, or I can even bring them up here and have them write directly onto the doc cam. Now these are just some of the ideas that you can use to incorporate the concepts of comparing and contrasting with your QOMO document camera. See what fun ideas you can come up with in your classroom.